Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. How are you guys doing? Welcome to everybody that's here. I know Joanne and Tina, Rosie, Carol were here, and I already say hi to them earlier. Hi, Ann. How are you? How you been feeling? Hello, Miss Adrian. I am so glad you guys are all here with me today. So, as you guys can tell, it's not a beauty day. I seriously thought I was going to do something with my hair, and it's just like so messy, and I'm like, okay, let it be, girl. Just put it up in a bun, and yeah, that's where we're at. And so here we are. Hi, Miss Tara. I'm so glad you are here. So guys, a lot of things happening. Hi, Miss Carrie. How are you? This week for demonstrators, and coming news for those for just regular people that are not demonstrators. So let's start with some of those announcements, guys. And oh, Tara, thank you for the card. I love it. I love it. Thank you. I forgot to say that. Thank you, Adrian, for reminding me. Okay, so the first thing is that starting tomorrow, should I put like a drum? I'm gonna put like a drum roll thing in here. Ta-da! Just kidding, guys. But yes, there is going to be an extra 10% off from the die and stamp bundles specifically. I tried to check. Hi, Simone. Hi, Miss Elizabeth. Thank you for sharing. Hi, Anita. I tried to check if it included also like the punch and stamps bundle, but I don't think it does. So that is a really good offer, because in the end you're going to end up getting like 20% off, and that also applies to demonstrators, guys. So you're gonna like, if you end up having like a 20, like if you have 20 or 24, 25% off, you're going to be having like a huge discount. So I am very excited about that, guys. I have a few things I'm interested in getting. So we'll see if I get a whole lot. I'm not sure, guys, to be fully honest. I'm not sure where that's going, but I am really excited about that. Hey, Julianne, how are you? Also, and that includes, and I actually have it open here so I can check it out. That also includes, let me see, it includes a 10% off from the stamping, cut, and embossing machine, and from the mini too. So man, that's a really good like general offer, I want to say. So if you don't have an embossing machine, guys, die cutting embossing machine, this is the time. I love mine. And I just think, again, this is like really the time to get it. Thank you. Carol is telling me that the punches are not included. And Rosie, which one do you want? I'm just super curious. Anyways, those are the news that starts tomorrow. Along with, for demonstrators, we have the pre-order for our online exclusives. And I am just trying to see if it's I just want to give you the right dates, guys, because I'm not sure um, where we're at. Let me see, guys. Okay, so tomorrow we will have, so everybody that's a demonstrator has access to the pre-ordering, and that will go all the way to July 2nd. And as far as I can tell, it seems that it includes four suites. Maybe two suites and two bundles. It may be that includes more. For the online exclusives, we don't have a whole lot of information usually, but again, that's for demonstrators. So a little bit, just thinking, right? If you are also going to take some discount on that, I hope that includes um, the new products. I'm not sure. Whew. Secondly, tomorrow, also for demonstrators only, the glass mat is coming back. So it looks like it was such a huge, I guess, let me put myself back in here. Such a huge hit that it's coming back. And so it will be an online exclusive, so the demonstrators will be able to get it tomorrow, and then everybody else will be able to get it in July 3rd. That's when the online exclusives and everybody and will go live. So super super exciting. And let me see what's the next thing. Oh, tomorrow too. Wow. We have the new kits, right? Just remember that every month we are releasing two kits. So lots and lots of things happening tomorrow. Don't forget to check out the online store, guys. Lastly, and I'm going to like make this quick, this is June's paper pumpkin kit, and it's called Life is Sweet. It's very beautiful. It has a focus on the ink colors, which happens every May, I think, from my experience. So super cute. We'll see how the cards end up looking, really. But yeah, I am very excited about this coming up. Okay, let's do this before I there we go. So let me move in here. That's the toolkit. Sorry guys, I shouldn't have. Ta-da! Sorry. There that is this is the card we're making today. Not exactly this one, obviously, because I don't have those eyes that they are exhibiting there. But this is the general idea. Um it opens up like that. It is very beautiful. This card it's very beautiful. Um as you guys can tell, it's from, I think, Anne's uh, Anne's card art or something like that. Sorry guys. We need Anneka here today to tell us how um, this is pronounced. And it's an older post, as you guys can tell. It's in 2021, and she didn't call it. She just, if I am making this translation correctly, it's something like a book meets like envelopes. So I don't know, guys. Anyways, that is what we're going to be doing today. On with a lot of changes because it's stamping up, and we just want to make sure that use what I have, but I am very, very excited. Okay, let me get going. What are we going to be using today? We're going to be using a few things, same as always, guys. I am so sorry. I try very, very much not to do this, and then I just always fail. So the the main thing is I am going to be using these Flowers of Beauty. This is part of a suite. It has a hey. Now that we have this coming with the bundles, I want to really, really encourage you guys to look at this at least. The dies have some beautiful greenery, and you guys know I love that. And then the flowers in here, and these just cut the stamp sets. So I would say this is a great option for tomorrow if you don't already have it. And this is the art. The artwork is very beautiful as well. These are double stamping, and I did some today. I was very excited. So this is the set that I'm going to use today. Now, as you guys can tell, right, it unfortunately does not have any sayings because it's part of a big suite. And so that big suite also includes a stamp set just with sayings. I did not get that one. And so I am using an older one that we have still available. That's Sentimental Park. And if you don't have it, this has been one of my favorite for 2 years at least, because kind of what I've been telling you, right? It has like a lot of sayings and you can mix and match. And I love that. It has thanks, thinking of you, let's celebrate, dear friend. And then it also has like your new adventure for you. I mean, it's just beautiful. So, and the dies are really amazing too. They're really messy in here, as you guys can tell. It's pretty messy, but they have like this big die, and I've used it again. I've used it several times, and I know you've seen me using it. So it has a lot of little flowers, one big stem in here, and then these dies that I think they are absolutely phenomenal to work with, and just to create fun, exciting things with them. Okay, I'm trying to organize now. That's not what I need to do. I just realized that I need this one, so I'm gonna put these in here so I don't forget. Um, and yes, I've used it a lot, a lot, a lot. So, oh, Anita is saying that she loves the Sentimental Park. It's definitely one of my favorites, and I've used it often. So if you don't have it, it's probably a good one to get, just because again, it has such a variety of sayings in it. Now, and different sayings, right? Which I like. The next thing I did use is the Eyelet 3D embossing folder. This is part of the Country Wood suite, and I have used it several times already, and I'm pretty sure you realize how much I like it. So that's it. The last thing, no, last thing. That's not really. I used the dies from. Oops, I always forget the name of that. So the nature something on spot on nature spotlight on nature, because I wanted to use this dye. I ended up using this one, so just this one. And I'm gonna say something. I love these dyes, guys. With I really really like them. They have a tiny flaw for my OCD, right? So I don't like the fact that let me see. Here goes. Like that there's such a big difference between one and the other. Um you know what I'm saying? Like it just feels like these one are good because it's, you know, the layering is pretty small, but this one is too small. And then sometimes it happens like because these cut both sides obviously, but it has the thing in the middle. Then these the one that follows, it's quite a bit smaller than the one on, you know, the bigger one. So I have struggled a little bit utilizing them in layering. I have not been able to do that because again my OCD jumps and screams and I cannot help it. um, so just because of that, I did use a little one, the following, I guess the smaller circle that was needed with my decal circles. Probably not ideal, but that's the one I used. If you have any layered circles, you can do any of those. If you have, you know, it could be squares. I have a couple of other examples where there are squares. Let me see. I think that's it. The last thing that I use that it's not no is no longer available is the basic borders. I am so very sorry that they stopped selling these, because I have to tell you guys, this has been, they're just so useful. I love them to pieces, and I will keep using them. I was going to make the card without a border because we don't have a border. The other borders we have is not, they're not going to work, because I don't know if you noticed, but that's more of like a slimline card, and so it's a little longer. What that means is that you know, we will not have, let me try to say this all. Hi, Kiwi, how are you? Um, the borders we currently have are very hard to extend. So these are easy to extend, right? In any card, you just cut one and then align and cut again. The ones we have currently are not, I mean, it's hard to do that, and that's the elegant borders. I love those, but just very difficult to do that with just to make those extensions. So that's what we got. Now, finally, the paper we are using is what I'm going to keep calling, I don't know, the wallpaper, because it really reminds me of wallpaper. It is called, it's from the Wildly Flowering Suite. I really like this paper, guys, and I know I've said that, so we're going to use it. Anyways, I got it. We have to use it. What are we going to need? So we're going to need 2 pieces, and these are I already cut the borders. Hi, Kathy, welcome. I already cut the borders of them using one of those. We're going to need 2 pieces that measure. Let me see, guys. Sorry, I'm trying not to confuse you. 3.5 by 8.5. Okay. And so these are very easy to cut because this is, just the regular, I guess, length of not the length, width of the paper. So very easy to cut. The next piece we're going to need, and this is all in Early Express, so is 1 piece of 8.5 by 8, and we're going to work on this piece here right now. Let me remove those. I'm going to bring my trimmer, and we're going to score these at 1 inch and then 1 inch increments. Okay. Now I'm going to say this: be careful to really align this well every time, because it does. I should have not thrown it away. Should have looked into my trash. It does make a difference. It is very interesting, but it makes a difference. And so if you don't align well at some point when you're folding these, because you saw that has like an accordion to it, it is very hard to. It is not aligned. It's not hard. It's just simply not aligned. And then we go number 2. So again, we're 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm trying to do this as best as I can. Since I'm doing this in the live, I hope it's aligned well. 5. So it does not present any of that problem that I was mentioning. 6. And finally 7. Okay. Ooh, Kiwi says that she's making tacos. Now I'm a little envious. And now we're going to fold. The first one we are going to fold Bali. And I always forget, so let me make sure I'm doing this correctly. Yes, it's Bali, guys. Sorry. And I'm just going to bring my bone folder to crease that. And then we're just going to go Bali, mountain, right? So I'm just really going to like separate them. That was the other thing. That was one of my mistakes initially. Like I was just folding one and then going over it, and then folding the other and like pressing with the bone folder with all the other folds, and it just does not really a good job. So this is what I'm mentioning, guys. This one is not too bad, so I think we're going to be okay. But if this is off, then the whole thing is off, and instead of creating like these really a line accordion, it kind of just moves a little bit and a little bit and a little bit, and it's just tiny bits, but you can totally see it. So anyways, okay, so the next one, and again I'm just like extending, and we come, you see this one is mountain, and we fold that one and we give it a good crease, and then valley, and back in here. So very simple, because it's just mountain, valley, mountain, and you need to end in valley. So the 2 initial ones are valley, embellish. Now I'm going to fold these all together and kind of see what I was telling you. And it is pretty well aligned. I am so close to look into my trash can, guys. Oh, wait. I think I had one. So I was doing this one. We will not be able to see this one because it's not. Okay, this one shows a tiny bit. So see that these are not aligned. So anyways, just pay attention to that when you're aligning, so you know you don't have that problem. The next step we're going to do is I'm going to bring my scissors, guys, and cut the corners. So it just these are hidden. Nobody needs to see exactly what we're doing, right? So you guys are talking about food and I'm getting hungry. I don't even know what's up there for food. There's nothing here for food. Okay, so this is how it will go. Now, if you do not have a a border, with cut border, that because I guess what I'm trying to say is, that dies have a front and a back, right? So it's obviously very different these from the front. And so if you don't have this, you don't have to worry about what I'm going to do next. But if you do have any border like that, you just have to pay attention, especially in this case, because again, it is very clear that this is the front of the card. So I'm making sure which one is the front of my card. This is both the front of my card. And so what's happening here is I'm putting the front of this front backwards. So because this is going to be the front of the card. Okay, so this is going to go like here. And then this one this is the front, I'm going to put like that. So the one to your, I'm just making sure I can do this well because this is not well cut here. Sorry, guys. So the one to your left would be the front of the card, and so that one needs to go backwards, I guess. And the one to your right will be like the one that's sandwiching in, and so that one needs to be in the front. Does that make sense, guys? Sometimes I really, really mess this up. I'm trying to see if I do. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to do is making sure, so this needs to go like this. That's the other piece, right? I also want to make sure that these are going to fit. Oh, thank you. Hi, Louise. Kiwi is saying that she's going to save me a taco. That'll be amazing. Okay, so that's the thing. What I'm going to do, just so I don't move a whole lot of things, is I'm going to turn this around and I'm going to turn these both around. So I know now that this is the back and I can work here without any problem because everything is going to be aligned as it should. I'm going to bring my glue. I'm also going to, so what I'm doing is I'm going to adhere this flap to the, to the other panel. And I do it in the back because I found out the very hard way, by the way, that it is much easier if you do it this way. Oh, Kiwi's going to have a surprise because she missed the beginning. And now we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. And I'm going to turn these because it's easier for me. So I'm turning both. So like you guys told me, I did not even like cut anything up. I did not do any of that because I don't want to mess up the the position of these panels. And again, it's so much easier to just align on the back. Much, much easier. I'm going to leave this here for 1 second so it dries because also I learned the hard way, same as it has been happening, that my um, my glue moves. And so there's that. In the meantime, while this is glue, this is the front. Okay, so I know this is the front, so I'm going to bring a piece of white. Now this piece of white has been calculated and cut to include this space, right? So this is 2 7/8 by 5 3/8. Now, if you have a 3.5 panel, then this piece would have to be 3 3/8. Okay, and I will include those explanations in the PDF, or those measurements in the PDF, so you're aware. But again, I'm including in here the borders. Now, if you are using the borders, I did three. Yeah, I did cut three different borders, and all of them just used the 2 7/8. So this is a pretty, I would say, pretty much um a good measurement if you get to use the borders. Okay, and then this one is just 1/8 of an inch smaller, and I'm going to put some glue in here, and we're going to add these to the front, because same as I have said in the past a few times, guys, just remember that when you are working in these kind of bulky cards, then you have more of a harder time to add the front panel. And now I'm going to add this. Now we have turned this around. This is going to work perfectly okay. This pattern really does not have this pattern paper does not really have a direction, so I'm not really concerned. But if you are having a direct direction, be mindful of that when you are adding the panels. Okay, so that's the thing. I'm gonna close this all the way, and this is how it goes. Okay, so it's very easy. I am going to like fold them a little bit and give it another crease, guys. It's a little rebellious. And then I'm going to go on the back as well. This is a card that is going to need a belly band, a ribbon, a something. I'm going to use belly band, and the other two cards I made actually use belly bands too. Okay, so I'm going to decorate these two panels, and the first panel, guys, this panel, it goes in here. And all I did, this is 2 7/8, guys, because I'm not going to put another panel, only the white. So this is 2 7/8, same as the other one, by 8 3/8, and this is the same width, so 2 7/8 by 5. And all I did, guys, is cut diagonally there without even calculating, just whatever look good, pretty much. And all I'm making here is a little pocket. You guys know that I love my little pockets, and I thought this was a great opportunity for one of them, because then you can send this almost or give this as a gift to somebody, included just a little gift card. Or even if you wanted to just make a note. I guess you guys are not seeing. I am just aligning. This is the same width, so I'm just aligning the pieces together. This is going to need a moment of love there, because these 3D embossing folders, guys, are amazing. Like, can you see the beauty of that detail in that embossing folder? But that means that that really means that it's harder for the glue to really glue things. So Kiwi saying we're playing an accordion. That's pretty funny, Kiwi. You are always hilarious. And Kathy Kathy and Kiwi, by the way, they both are part of the coloring class, and she's mentioning some of cubes, some color cubes that she got. She's shown them to us, and they are very, very cool, and very useful for getting your colors and color combinations. So I don't know, Kathy can explain better. Let me come back here 1 minute. I just want to make sure that I have my video in my um little. I am really bad today, guys. Um, the video in my computer, so I see if it starts freezing. Okay, the other piece we have is just another piece of white paper, and we're going to stamp in here. So the front of the card has, and I'm going to bring this for 1 minute, guys, because I didn't mess this up. So I am putting just four, and then, but here's the four. I had forgotten the four. Ha. So I'm centering this now. I was thinking of doing it like on the side. Oh, no, I'm just Maria. Anyways, this actually says just four. I was totally sure that it was okay. And then I was like, oh no, I made a mistake. Need that one. So let's try to organize this again. That is not straight. I love my Miss P because it does help me with this. Okay, because you have those little lines, and it just really helps to make sure that it is straight. Mine is definitely not straight, guys. So I'm going to turn it, remove it. Can you guys see what I'm doing? No, you're not. And just align it there with the grid. Okay. Now I'm going to bring it up here, and that works perfectly. Okay. So we're going to do this last. I just thought I needed to do that. So just kidding, guys, because why not? I'm going to bring my Sentimental Park. And I am actually going to so that one says just for you. Yes, Carol. Carol is asking if there's going to be a PDF tutorial. So the PDF tutorial, Carol, will be ready tomorrow. I have to add a few things and finish it up, and so we'll be ready tomorrow. Okay. So I kept thinking, well, do I want like a birthday card? What do I want? Right? Although I really, really like thank you cards and I use them quite a bit, I kept thinking, if you just put just for you, you can just be very general and put like, you are amazing, or, let's celebrate, like kind of play with those more general things. I think that because I'm trying to think. I think I'm gonna put let's celebrate. So let's bring the let's celebrate in here. And again, guys, this just gets all so like crazy. So let me see if I can find it. It's always like, it's one of the ones I have used. Oh my gosh, Maria. All of them. I have to look at all of them. Here it is. So I'm going to bring let's celebrate. And I'm just going to leave just let's celebrate. I can, and I put it there. We can leave these in white for you to write. And I'm going to put some of the stuff that I have already cut in here. So I'm going to bring my little I'm just still so very sorry that they retired this. Hi, Deborah. How are you? Really, really sorry. And I think I'm going to go with Moody Mob, guys. Okay. And let's see. I've used this, but I always try it anyways. What is that mess? Oh my goodness. Kiwi saying, what is that mess? I don't even know, girl. Okay. You guys know I have to like align this well and kind of really put myself up there so I can see what I'm doing. My very big head is probably going to go, and hopefully this actually is straight. And ta-da! It is straight, and that makes me so very happy. Guys, you hear my dog? She's dreaming. That is so funny. So yes, so Kiwi's talking about something. I hope I remember to talk about it in a little bit, of why I changed what I did there. And then again, we're going to decorate this later. So let's go ahead and glue this. Oh, you know what, guys? I forgot to cut a few pieces now that I think about it. But it's fine. We'll cut them together. So the next step is very simple. It is time consuming. You're going to need 9 pieces of 2 and 3/4 by 2 and 3/4 of early espresso. 9 pieces of how many layers, however many layers you want to put in it, right? So in my case, guys, I have let's see, I think it's 7 of them. No, 6 of them have 2 layers extra, and the other 3 are just have whites. So I'm just gonna bring in. They are already almost all of them ready, and I already even have them organized because it takes me a little bit to just get what I need. So this one is also embossed, and then there we go. This one is the one we're going to stamp. And then see what I was saying? So this one needs to go here. It's complicated not to get anything repeated. Kind of, that's the word, I guess. Let's see. This one in there, and then this one in here. Okay, guys. It gets complicated. I get it. The first we're going to do, guys, we're going to do the middle one. And so I'm going to put them like literally like that because, like I said, it takes me a little bit to get this the way I want it. And I may even change stuff. Maybe I should have done just like another one in the Moody Mauve and have only 2 whites. But nothing we can do now. So I'm going to bring this, and so this one needs to be, and I'm doing the center because it's a little bit easier to add the rest. This extends, so you can totally extend it and it will make it easier. We're going to align the 2 at the bottom, right? At the top and the bottom to the edges. Okay, and so let's go ahead. I'm making sure, so just put glue. I want to say is that probably like 3/4 of an inch or so. Remember, this is an inch and it just needs a little bit of glue right here. So right there. So this is 1, 2, 3. So we have, right here we have, how would you call them? Lines? I don't want to call them lines. Well, panels. So we have 1 panel to, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 panels, right? And so in the 3rd panel, we're going to align our little square to the top and almost to the edge. We have done this many times, right? Not all the way to the edge because it's just going to make it harder for it to close, but to, right there. Okay, so that's the first one. Now, when you're doing these kind of things, it's always a good idea to do the top and the top and the bottom first, and so because then you can just really, really center the one in the middle, as corrected as possible. Kiwi, the early espresso ones are 2 and 3/4 by 2 and 3/4. And we're going to do the same things. So I'm aligning here with the edge, right? So with the bottom edge and almost to the score line, but not in the score line. Okay. There you go. Now, here comes it's not tricky, but we're going to call it tricky part. I'm just trying to make sure I have the right one. Yeah, I think this is the one. This pattern paper actually has a direction, so I have to be mindful of this. Okay, so now what we're going to do different is that this piece is going to go on the other side. So if we have this valley here and this like kind of score line, so these two are going on the left side of the little mountain and the other one is going to go on the other side of the mountain. Okay, so we're going to, I'm making sure I have the right the right direction. I'm putting my glue there. I'm extending this, and now I'm calculating where I need to set this up. And I'm just going to go over because this is a little longer than me. And I'm just centering as best as I can, guys. This does not have to be perfect, but as best as I can there in the middle, and always not reaching or not all the way to the edge or the score line. So what's going to happen is this is going to close like that, and then creates like that movement. You can make, so by the way, you can totally make these much smaller and try to fit like 16 of them in here, which is what that other the example that we saw has. I was not in the mood to cut 16. Oh no, it's 12. Just kidding. Well, I was not in the mood to cut more. I think it's a combination of I did not have a whole lot of time, and so I created it like this a little bigger. So just saying, guys. Okay, so we're gonna come with this, and this is, so remember I have this one here, this one here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna adhere whichever. Now it doesn't really matter, right? But we're gonna choose always a side, and I was being a little stingy and I put a good amount of glue in there in that first inch. These can, it doesn't really matter, like it does not have a really direction, so I am not too concerned about it, but this one does take a little bit of practice. So I'm holding these straight. Good, Kiwi. I'm holding this straight. I'm having my square here in my other hand, and I'm extending my little mountain, and I am adding these to my again towards all the way to the edge. This needs to go to the edge, but not all the way in the scoring line. Okay, so we did one, and just because I think, let's go ahead and do, I'm going to do this one. We're not going to do that one yet. This one just does like the same. This really does not have a pattern direction. I like it this way because I really like this like little bit of moody mauve in there to show more. And we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to stand here at the mountain. Oops, there, almost. Extend this and put it all the way there. So it is a little bit harder for me. I should have turned this. Align it to the edge, and but not all the way to the score line. Now we're going to let that glue. Okay. Now this one is the one that goes in here, and I'm going to bring this one. I'm actually bringing this one here, guys. I'm moving things around a little bit. See, I told you it was going to happen. This one is going to go there on the top, and I'm going to glue the one on the bottom first, just like we've been doing. I think that what I moved really didn't make any difference. I'm so funny. But just like we did, here's a little bit easier because this one is not in the way. So we're just doing a lining there at the edge and gluing right next to that score line. We're going to bring this one here. And yeah, that's good. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so now this one, and I got too excited there. Let me put the one at the top first, because that's the one in the middle. So this is the one at the top. So again, we stretch. I'm going to bring this to me. I don't know why I'm putting it like so far away. I can barely see what I'm doing. A line at the top and not all the way to the score line. Uh-oh, which one? That would not surprise me. Let's see. Chin, 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 chin. I think they're okay. Thank you, Carrie. Carrie is saying that they may have moved, but I think they're okay. Yes, they're okay. Thank you. I love when you guys tell me because I am not really paying attention. So this one, which now I kind of made a mistake, but that's fine. That's okay. I'm going to hold this just like we've been doing, but this one needs to go on the other side, remember? And so I am centering as best as I can. Not all the way there, but just good enough. And there it goes. And the last one where we have to stamp. So that's why this one is still completely off. And these, where are my stamps? So we put Let's Celebrate there. I'm just going to bring here and put You're Amazing because I really like that one. And this one's going to, yeah, this is a mess. I agree with Kiwi. Let's see. You are amazing. You have to be somewhere. There you go. So I'm going to bring this. I'm going to bring my same little block. I love this block. Like I said, I really, really, really suffer because they took it. I'm actually going to put this. Let me see if this goes this way. On this corner. So I'm going to put it on the right corner, right there. And I'm bringing, let me see. I think I'm bringing the wild wheat, and we're going to stamp that with wild wheat, and we're going to add some decorations to all of these, by the way. And same as always, even if I'm going to do it like that, because if I center it, you may not be able to see it well. Oh, no, 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 Carrie, don't even, because you guys are paying attention a whole lot more than I am paying attention to what I'm doing. So I actually really, really appreciate you guys having my back. Okay. Let's see if this was the correct way. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like when you open this, this is going to be more visible. So I think that that works well. And we're going to put glue on that area where the You Are Amazing is. And we're going to extend this and center this. So nothing very complicated, right? Now I'm trying to be mindful of keeping these aligned. I didn't mention that, but you know, the top and the bottom are easy to keep straight in a straight line. The ones in the middle, it's a little bit harder, but you know, use that one as a guide so they are all give or take centered. Oh yes, so Carrie saying she wishes they made magnets just a bit stronger. I completely agree. And this is the card, guys, really. So you have little, it's like a little book, and you open, and then you have a card. Now, one of the good things about this is that you can put here pictures. So it could be like a super cool mini album, right? If you wanted to do that. In our case, we just created that little pocket in here, so we can put a gift card there or a bigger note or something like that. And now we are going to decorate this. So let's decorate the inside. So I'm going to bring my little thingy with all its the cutouts and everything that I did. So I did want to show you. Remember that we talked the other day about the designer tags, and and so this is the one I had shown you. Isn't this so amazing? It really looks almost like an eyelet as well. And so these you actually remove, but if you don't want to remove them, I just put tape in there without moving it. So they are like all adhere there, or you can take them off. And when you take them off, then you're able to align this with there comes like a layer, a bigger layer. And so whatever you do in the back, you can get that color to be see-through, right? Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you guys like it. So I'm not sure I'm going to use this, but I just wanted to show you. And this is the other dye. I really like it. It's hard to see there. Let me see if I put it there. Okay, that's much better. So I am not sure if I'm going to be able to use this, guys, but we'll see. And these are all stamps from that I forget the name, Flowers of Beauty. So they are, like I said, they're double to stamp twice. And these are in Moody Mauve. One has early espresso on the outside, the other one has crumb cake. And I really like how that looks. And then it brings a couple of leaves. These are all in Mossy Meadow and Old Olive. Oh, that's really cool. Yes, Carrie, I have to tell you that again, I am a tag person. I love these. These are really, really beautiful. And then all of these are that greenery, and I actually cut a few, some in the wild wheat and some in early espresso in Mossy Meadow, and these are just decorations. And then you have these big stems and a lot of little flowers that you can just put around. Okay, so this is what we're going to be working with today. I'm not going to move those from there because we all know I'm going to lose them. So let's leave them there, and let's start with the inside. And I have a lot in here, to be fully honest, now that I think about it. My first thought is I'm just trying to think, guys. I may want one of these, even if it's too big. You guys see what I'm doing? Let me do this like this. Ha! This does not fit. I'm just going to move it like that and cut these area, guys. And so let's see if that works. That works a little better, and we can bring down here some of those flowers. And again, I have several combinations. This is Bubble Bath with Moody Mauve. This one is Moody Mauve with Early Espresso. And then this one is, I was just playing around, guys. This one is Wild Wheat with Moody Mauve. This looks okay. Probably not my fave, but it looks okay, right? And so my thought process here is we're going to bring so I'm going to leave that one there. And we're going to bring some of the, I'm thinking, guys, sorry. I think I want some of the lighter ones, actually, so it lightens a little bit the rest of the card. And I have to tell you guys, I don't even know where these go, right? Like, I think you can just put them anywhere. If they have a specific placement, I have not even paid attention to that. So if you guys know that they have a specific placement, please tell me. I have not really paid attention to them. But there's a few, so I don't know where they go, but let's say they go around there. And that's how this is going to look. And I think it's just that making it in the bubble bath makes it really softer. So let's go ahead and bring our glue. I was playing around, guys, today with at my lunch hour. I was just trying to get my these done. And oh my gosh. Okay. The last thing I see from the chat, it's saying that Kiwi's saying we're all very smart. So I don't know what we're talking about, but yes, sure, we're all smart. Just Kiwi, you'll have to send me a summary here in a minute of what's going on. So let me see if this has like because they have like a position, right? Sounds like they should have a position, but I am not sure. If somebody knows, I'll appreciate if you just could let me know. I guess I should have paid more attention to that. You know, you thought, but I did not pay attention to that. So I don't know, guys. I'm just gonna go for it and put them whenever. Thank you, Kiwi. You read my mind. Go rogue. I love that. I absolutely love that one. You make my day with that one. Yeah, I'm gonna go with it. I have no clue where they should go, to be fully honest, and so, or if there's like a specific area they should be at, and so I'm just gonna go for it. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be awful. So I'm gonna bring this one in here just cause, and we have this other one. I'm gonna put that one there. And this is what I was telling you guys. Like, this really looks beautiful. So this is a good stamp set to get. Like, for example, from the ones we have, this is the one that I got. I did not get the wild, no, I did get the wildly flowering. The ones I did not get were, I did not get a few. I just think you have to figure out what works for you, and that really works for me. So there you go. So that is our first decoration. Now the second decoration is going to be, we're going to bring one of these, and I'm going to put it just in there. So one with this big flower just like that, and other way. And again, I'm putting quite a bit of, actually guys, I'm going to move this. I know I shouldn't have it. I'm going to move this way towards the edge, and I'm going to bring this one in here right there where I had it, because I really want this to be much more visible, right, than in the center. So I'm going to hold this for 1 second, because we all know we struggle a little bit with it. And for here, I'm just thinking I'm going to bring one of these. See, like, it just balances it all. So let's bring, this one is in the mossy meadow, and I just want something a little bit with a little bit of a different color, but that you can still see mossy meadow in a couple of theirs. So this is going to work. I think it's going to work well. It matches. Besides, they are all very like in the same tones. I don't know, they all really work well together. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring some of these little tiny ones, the ones that have the wild wheat in them, and I'm going to bring one in there, and I think there was another one. There's a couple of other ones. There you go. And then one in here. So it's very, it's just, we're building these just really, really simple. But I really like this idea, right? Because again, if you want to put pictures in here, this is a great, great, great Christmas card. You can put some extra, I don't know, whatever, if you wanted to. I think I'm going to put the extra one. Okay. There you go. And so that would be the inside. So again, you open, and ta-da! And it just like moves. It's so cool. I really like how it moves, right? Like, it really goes the other way, and it's just funny. To me, that is amazing. So it's kind of like, it's darker colors, but still very soft. And that's one of the reasons why I really like this paper, because I think it just makes it super, super soft. Let me see how behind we are. Hey, Sonia, welcome. How are you? Okay. Now we need a piece. This one it can be bigger, guys. This is my belly band. You don't have to make it. You can make it thinner, you can make it bigger, but this one specifically measures 1 3/4 by 8.5, by 8.5, and we're going to score these at 3.5. Okay, so we're going to score these at 3.5, at 4, and then we're going to open these to we're going to go, to 7.5, mostly. maybe. There you go. 7.5 and then 8. Okay. Oh, oh, Victoria, that sounds really cool too. Thank you, Sonia. In the other white panel, so Kiwi's asking in the white panel, like in this one, you mean? Or in this one? Let me know. Oh, yes. That is a great idea. Carrie is saying that it's just a great idea for a graduation card with pictures. That is totally true. And we are going to fold these all mountain. Okay. And whoops, mostly. Okay. So there we go. And we are going to decorate this because, yeah, of course, that's me. So for this one, I have, let me see, 2 pieces, several pieces. I thought I had not cut this, but I did. So that's the good news. So same paper. I'm not changing that. These pieces measure 3, let's see, 3 3/8, no, 3 3/8 by 1 5/8. And again, all those measurements will be in the PDF tutorial, so you don't have to worry about this. And we're going to add this in here. And I just feel it's too big, and maybe really it doesn't need it, but I'm going to leave it like that. I decided I liked it. So this one is, I think I did not cut this very well. So I'm going to leave that one there. This one, that is the one that we're going to see. I'm making sure, no, this is, how odd. I guess it's on the bigger side of the 5 3/8. Yes. So Kiwi's asking if I'm scoring the belly band, and yes, I am scoring the belly band. And oh, in the one with the sentiment, we can check it here in a minute. Um, okay, so I guess this one is probably not well cut because I can barely see. It's almost like a 16th there, but it's fine. Hey, Renee, welcome. And now, wait. Yeah, I was making sure I put this together. These has a pattern. These does not have a pattern. And I'm just going to cut these. I mean, glue. These are just 3/8 by 3/8 by 1 5/8. And this is just a cute decoration for the sides because it's such a thick card, right? That it really needs a belly band, and that's why I scored them, Kiwi, because it's such a thick card that it really needs more like a dimension on it. Now the last step here is we're going to put some glue in here, and you can totally use tear and tape. I kind of forgot, and we're just gonna fold in this one. The second, I guess, this is the second score line. You fold there and then you close and boom, you have it. It's just, we've done this a couple times, right? So nothing out of the ordinary. And now you have a little kind of rectangle box that is going to fit perfectly, hopefully. Hopefully my measurements are correct. Okay, guys, they are correct. And there you go. So now this is going to be covered. So this is the front. And so this is the what I was telling you guys. I cut that one, and this one's going to go in here. So we're right there, right in the middle. So that's what I was telling you. You can barely see this one, but you want to see the back. And let's stamp our other circle. Oh, thank you, Tina. I am so glad you guys like it. And this one, I think it's going to go in early espresso. I'm using everything I have today, guys. Hopefully this straight, with the advantage that it is my early espresso is a little dry. Can you guys tell? I think I need some early espresso. One of the advantages of having there you go. a circle is that, you know, you can like move a little bit, move a little bit. So that is very exciting, and make it, you don't have to worry as much about it being straight. I do clean my stamps right away, guys. So this is my very, very beloved little chamois. I have little pieces, and we're going to put this out of the way now, and we're going to bring this one in here. Guys, there's another thing I did. I forgot to tell you. I did cut another piece, another circle. So it has already a background. I, I, I really struggle. I have to say this. I really struggle, although I like it very much, but I really struggle with the holes on their own. So I feel that they were not created to be like to not have a background against it. So, okay. So here comes the next, and I don't even have a clue how we're going to do this, but what we really need to do is, thank you, Sonia. I just see that he says, of course the measurements are correct. I did a couple, so it definitely helps a lot when you do a few of these. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this in here. So I have, let's see what I got. So I definitely would like to use that one. And we can go very complicated or very simple. So I could just leave it there, do that, leave it there. I have so many of this, right? Like I could bring this one or bring a part of this like there. Let's see. I'm never afraid of cutting, guys. Never, never afraid of cutting. So, I can put this one like that. And I really like that idea now. Wait, there it goes. Kind of like that. And then we have some of those extra flowers that we can put around in here. Again, whatever. It's definitely giving me a hard time. But we don't need as many. So I'm just going to bring one there. Maybe these 3 there. And these ones are not. And maybe, let me see. Maybe this one in here, actually, right there. And one there. And I think that just looks really, really cute. I don't think it needs anything else. Okay, so let's put this together, right? I'm going to remove this one. I like exactly where it's at, so I'm going to just remove little by little so I don't mess it up too much. Because it always happens that whenever I remove what I had, I always mess it up. And then that one is last. This arrangement, I'm not too concerned about it. But these, I am. Okay, like we did, this one's looking there. And I really like the fact that, there we go. It's kind of a little bit there. Right there by the Y, but not on the Y. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to hold this for 1 second so it actually dries. Bring in these 3 ones. Right there. And like I said, I should have probably paid more attention where these went. I didn't even think about it. Okay, now I need this front first. And for this one, yes, we're going to use dimensionals. I figured you guys knew that. Oh, good. See? Kiwi and I are on the same wavelength here. Okay, so there you go. And I'm going to bring this one in here. Oops. Like, I don't know, guys. I'm still struggling with this. I can't believe how much I struggle with that. Goodness. And we're going to bring this one. I'm going to put this one on this side, actually. So right there. Okay. So that is our card, mostly. I'm going to put some glue in here. Right? You can put quite a bit of it because it is there. And I am centering these with the band, not with um, the panels. Okay, so I'm going to hold that for 1 second. And while that is drying, mostly there it is, I'm going to look for some if I find. So we have several good options. Nope, too light. Let's see. What do we have for options here? So this is Moody Mauve. I think that, good question, huh? What do I want? I think I want it in like some wildflower. Sonia says bump up the flower. Do you mean to put dimensionals on it? Okay, so these are the ones that come with the suite, and I did get these. So this is a good option. I was thinking of the, but I don't see them. Where did they go? So if you have these ones from last year, I still have a lot of them from the suite from remember, this one will look probably really, really beautiful, or that one, right? I am actually going to go for that, guys. Even I know that, so this one looks good too, but I can't help it. I have a ton of these, and this one actually would look amazing with this. So I'm kind of in between these two. This is a good option, but what do you guys think, right? This is just super cute. How it looks against the white. It just looks so beautiful. So if you don't have that one, guys, I am so very sorry. Sometimes, since I do this for fun, I'm not a business person. I hope nobody gets upset at me. These that I'm using, see how beautiful it looks, right? It just looks so beautiful. These were called opaque faceted gems. They were, again, they are retired. They were in our what I call the holiday catalog from last year. And well, as you guys can tell, I didn't use them at all. So I really, really need to use them, huh? So might as well. I was thinking of those. So Kiwi's asking about the Moody Mauve in the color gems. I just couldn't find it. I don't know where I put them. So there's that. But that will do. So let me close this. Kiwi had said that maybe put something extra inside. So you open and then bloom. I love it. I really like when I can play with things. The other thing you can do, that's probably some other, if you, I mean, we're already at an hour, it's decorate this. I did not cut these pieces, so you can too, and I didn't the others. So I don't know, guys. So I it's okay. I like them decorated better. So I was thinking, you were saying putting something here. I really like the idea, but I want to be able to write something in here. So I just think that's better to leave white. And there you go, guys. Isn't it super cute? Okay, so this is our card. Let me bring you. So the first card I made was this one. This is using some retired paper, and I think the bundle's still active, and it's kind of the same thing, right? These, I didn't create anything in here. I just left the panels as they are, and it's a lot of fun. You can put an extra piece of white in here, so you can put you know, another sentiment or whatever. I just thought this was cute as it is. Be mindful. There you go. There's a mistake. Be mindful where you put the glue, because then if it's not where it should go, there's a problem. But all in all, it's okay. See, and this is what I was telling you, that I put some paper in here and some paper in here, and I did not think of that for this one. So this is the other one. I really, really like this, the colorful. Now this one, so whoever was in my class, in the coloring class on Sunday, you guys are gonna have fun. So here it is. We made it. Let me move this out of the way. So we colored the gnomes in the class, and we had a lot of fun coloring. And so this is the card. I have most of it, all of it is retired paper. I actually have to get creative and use like some of these that was like old, retired from like too many catalogs ago, because I didn't have a whole lot of paper. But I really like these foil paper, and I had not used that. You guys are gonna have so much fun. I had not used this paper, so we created our like little village, right? And so kind of the same idea, right? I just left some white area here for us to write, and then it has, again, just a combination of everything I could find that was going to match my gnomes, which I thought I had a lot of it, and I didn't. So that's that. But it, all in all, it turned up working well, and using those gems that I love, and I have not used them, barely used them. So again, um, just a lot of coloring. This was a lot of fun. Hi, Julie, how are you? To color, and as you guys can tell, I actually put extra in here and in here. And this is that beautiful bellend that we have last year, I think, or the year. Um, Oh, see, Anita, the gnomes. Actually, I wanted to say, since we're all here, remember that we were talking about the Arctic's markers. See how good they cover. Let me put them in here. So this is the white one, and then these are the red ones, and it just looks, it covers completely, and I love it because it's super useful. So if you're interested in same here, see how well it's covered. So if you're interested in coloring, those are amazing for that. But anyways, that's what we have. I was going to do another one with that Flight and Airy, that paper, but I did not have time. It's actually cut. That's the one I was showing you earlier, but I did not have time to finish it. So there's that. And then I did put, a lot of those white in here, and I love how it gives extra shine, because why not extra shine, right? And then I changed these to the Bermuda Bay Coastal Cabana Pool Party. I don't even know what color it is, but it all blends very, very well. So they're called Arctic's markers. When we were coloring, it comes, I think it costs like 25. I don't know. Elizabeth, remind me. There we go. It brings 30 colors, but they are really nice. They're watercolors, but I tried the Stampin' Up, and they were not as white pigmented. You know what it reminds me? I think that these are similar to our white pigment ink. Like this is what's inside it. And so these are, look how nice the brush is. It has a really nice brush. Our markers also have wonderful brushes, but these are like, look how, let me use something else so you guys can actually see. They are like thick. Of course, I chose the color that you guys will never see. Maria, so funny. Wait, there you go. That's much better. So, see, like it's like, I don't even know how to call it, like thick pigment. And I'm gonna bring like the Bermuda Bay marker we have. You see, let me see if you guys can tell the difference. It's like this one has thicker. I don't even know how to explain it, but these are covered. These cover very, very well. This is our Bermuda Bay, and can you see the difference? I don't know if you can see it. It's obvious when you're in front of them. Thank you, Elizabeth. So super useful. And I was going to put this in the coloring corner, but I forgot. So they are Arctic's marker set. So I will put them later, and I will include them later too. But they are really, really good. There's a ton. Elizabeth was doing some research yesterday about those, and so acrylic markers. Thank you. And so there are a ton of options out there for acrylic markers, guys. So just putting it out there, but they are really, really nice for when you're coloring on top of your stamping blends. Okay, we made it, guys. Ta-da! I'm so glad we're done. I'm so sorry. It took a little bit longer than I expected. Maria, I was thinking we were going to do both of the other card too. I just don't know what world I live. I need to not talk. So remember, guys, tomorrow is my mom's birthday, by the way. Tomorrow, tomorrow we start that sale 10% off on top of the regular 10% for the dies for the bundle stamp and dies bundle. 10% off the embossing cut and embossing machine. If you don't have one, guys, I totally recommend it. I cannot leave without it. And those of us that are demonstrators, then we have access to the new online exclusives, including the new mat. And let me see what else was. Oh, and then we'll have the new kits available. Holy moly. Lots of things happening tomorrow. So, Adrian. So they measure 8.5, so like an office, like a regular office envelope. I just doubt that they will fit because they're so thick. This was definitely not a car. And even if I'm going to say in my defense, even if you do not put a lot of layers in it, it's not going to go thin because the zigzag does not make it possible for it to like get thin. Thank you, Sonia. Oh, thank you, Anita. Kiwi saying it's probably business size, number 10. And I'm really bad at that, guys. So just letting you know. Okay. Let's see. Anything else? I don't think there's anything else. Guys, same as always. Thank you so much for being here with me today. It's been amazing. I had a lot of fun making these. And I really, really have to tell you, I love this paper and just the colors, right? It's just the color combination. So you'll probably see me doing a few more of these extras. If you don't have the borders like this, you can totally make them straight. I just wanted to look a little bit like the actual example that we saw, and so I wanted to just keep the borders. I don't think you're able to use the borders we have now, the elegant borders. They are also online exclusives. I don't have them handy, but they, again, they have the type of design that will fit very well in up to 6 inches, because I think that's what it measures, but it won't fit, like you're not able to extend them like we need to do in here. So oh, thank you, guys. I appreciate it. You're so funny, guys. Anyways, um, other than that, oh, Adrian, I can't type without making a mistake. I don't know, 5 words in a row, so you're totally good. Um, I want to say thank you, as usual, for being here, for chatting with me, for making it super entertaining. Great, Carrie. I'm glad that you like it. And just for always be here. Please, 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 if you like the card, please share. Well, like and subscribe if you've not subscribed, and share. You can share to your Facebook or to some other social media. It really, really helps us in here. It ends up being like 3.5. It should be like 3.5. Kiwi is asking how wide the card is. It's 3.5. Um, and so, thank you so much for everything, for being here. And let's see. Hopefully, I receive whatever I buy sooner rather than later, and I can show you. There are tons of demonstrators that actually buy everything and anything, and so I'm not even going to um, compete with them because I don't have money to do that. I would love to, but I can't. And so, but if I manage to get some of the things, I will show you what I got extra. And yeah, I think that's it, guys. I will see you on Friday for the paper pumpkin kit alternative. And thank you again so much for being here and just like so supportive as always. Um, Sending you all many blessings and God bless you all. See you Friday. And let me see if I actually have my thingy ready. I don't have my thingy ready. It's so funny. I'm like saying goodbye and forgot to have like my things to put in here ready, and I don't. So there's that now. See you Friday. Bye, guys. Thank you.